पाक चीन दोस्ती वक्त के साथ मज़ीद मजबूत, पायदार और काबिल एतमाद बनी है और इस सफ़र में दोनों ममालिक के तमाम शोबा बाने वाले ज़िंदगी से ताल्लुक़ रखने वाले अफराद की मेहनत, खलूस और मुसलसल तावन शामिल है। अब हमें ये एजाज़ हासिल है कि हम पाकिस्तान के वज़ीर इत्तलात व नशरियात के अताउल्लाह तारर साहब को स्टेज पर दावत देते हैं।
Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Ahsan Iqbal Sahib, Mr. Sher, the Deputy Head of Mission, Chinese Embassy in Islamabad, Danial Chaudhry Sahib, Parliamentary Secretary, Information and Broadcasting, Secretary Information, Ashfaq Ahmad Khalil Sahib, Madam Amreen Jan, Chairperson Pembra, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very good evening and Daje Hao. It's a real pleasure for me hosting this event in Pak China Friendship Center tonight as we begin the celebrations of 75-year diplomatic relations between Pakistan and China. For me personally, Pak-China friendship is something that I feel has been passed on to us through the generations. It is something we hold very dear, something which is very close to our hearts, and something which has stood the test of time. I remember my mother telling me that as a young schoolgirl in Islamabad, when Chu Enlai came to Pakistan, she was amongst the school children who welcomed Chu Enlai with the Pakistan and China flag. So we've been hearing stories from the generations before us, and we will be telling our stories to the generations after us, because Pakistan and China, we share mountains, we share rivers, and we share a bond that is unbreakable. As we depart for China after a few days with the Prime Minister, I think it is a great moment in history that these 75 years have been a testament to our ever-growing friendship. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the children who performed on stage from both sides, and the performances were absolutely heart-touching and amazing. So my compliments to the entire team which has organized this, the Secretary Information, Madam Director General EP Wing, and her entire team, because this was an event which came together at a very short notice. I would not like to make a very long speech. I just came here to invite the chief guest, someone who's been a champion of Pak-China friendship, somebody who believes in the strength of this friendship. He was there when in 2014, CPEC 1 was launched and President Xi was here in Islamabad, and Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, along with President Xi, launched CPEC, and he has been promoting CPEC 2. And during the last visit of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who's a firm believer that Pak-China friendship will take this country towards prosperity. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome Professor Ahsan Iqbal Sahib, Federal Minister for Planning and Development and Special Initiatives. Please give him a huge round of applause. And at the end, I would just like to say, Pak Chin Dosti Zindabad, Yang Ba Yoi Won Soy. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Attaullah Tarar, Honorable Excellency, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of China, Mr. Sher, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and ni hao. It is a profound honor for me to stand before you tonight at the Pakistan-China Friendship Center, a venue that is not merely a building, but a living monument to the enduring bonds that unite two great countries and civilizations across geography, history, and shared destiny. We gather tonight not simply for a cultural evening. We gather to celebrate a historic milestone in 75th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations between Islamic Republic of Pakistan and People's Republic of China. 75 years, 3/4 of a century, a journey defined not by convenience but by deep conviction. A partnership built not merely on shared interests but on shared values, on mutual respect, on ironclad trust, and on a friendship that has only grown stronger with each passing decade. And I always say that the unique dimension of this relationship is that in 75 years, Pakistan-China friendship has never seen a moment of autumn. This friendship has flourished for 75 years and shall always flourish in the season of spring by blossoming new flowers of cooperation and collaboration with every passing year. Ladies and gentlemen, our friendship is described quite uniquely in the language of nature itself. It is higher than the Himalayas, deeper than sea, sweeter than honey, and stronger than steel. But now we have a new dimension, that is, it is even higher than the skies, because 2026 will take Pakistan's first astronaut into space on a Chinese space mission, and Pakistani astronaut will be the first foreign astronaut to enter Chinese space center. So this friendship now touches the heights of the skies. These are not mere poetic flourishes. They capture a geopolitical truth that the world has come to recognize, that Pakistan and China stand as all-weather partners, iron brothers, who have weathered every storm together, who have stood shoulder to shoulder in times of peace and in moments of challenge alike. When we look back across the arc of this extraordinary relationship, we see a story of continuous deepening and evolution. From the early establishment of diplomatic ties to the forging of a comprehensive strategic partnership, our relationship has scaled new heights of cooperation. And at the heart of this evolution stands a transformative initiative that I have had the honor to nurture as a founding minister, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And I feel great honor that from Pakistani side, I had the honor and distinction to sign both MOUs of CPAC Phase 1 and CPAC 2.0. I have always said that, and I say it again tonight, CPAC is not merely a collection of roads, energy plants, or industrial zones. CPAC is a bridge. It is a bridge of development, a gateway to shared prosperity, and the most concrete economic manifestation of our time-tested brotherhood. From energy security to digital connectivity, from Gwadar Port to special economic zones, CPAC today represents a new paradigm, a living model of how long-term strategic cooperation grounded in mutual trust can catalyze genuine socio-economic transformation. It is the flagship of Belt and Road Initiative, and Pakistan is proud to carry that distinction. But while infrastructure and economics form the backbone of our strategic partnership, it is culture, art, and people-to-people contact that form its very beating heart. And this is the truth that no economic indicator can fully capture. And you saw glimpses of that beating heart today in the performances by the youth of both countries. Economic corridors are built with concrete and steel, but the corridors of future, the corridors of a harmonious, interconnected global community are built through hearts and minds. They are built through the exchange of music and poetry, through the sharing of traditions and cuisine, through the laughter of children who grow up knowing each other's stories. Tonight's cultural evening speaks precisely to this dimension of our partnership. Culture is a universal language. It transcends borders, dissolves misunderstandings, and forges a deep, empathetic connection between societies that no diplomatic communique can fully replicate. By celebrating each other's heritage, by sharing our art, our music, our traditions, and our civilizational wisdom, we are doing something profoundly important. We are preparing the ground for our younger generations to inherit a relationship that is even stronger, even more vibrant, and even more resilient than the one we have built today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate 75 years, it is also a moment to look forward with renewed ambition and purpose. The world today stands at a crossroads. The center of gravity of the